What's good, YouTube? We're back with Path to Progression, Episode 3. We are on to Breezy's knees. We are working our way through the game. As you can see in the top there, the mission complete. Vampiric gear, 4 stars set. That means we finished the scenario. We finished board 7, stage 11. We got it done. We enlisted the help of some friends, right? We added a couple friends on the friend list to push through a few of those tough stages. Not too many. This friends list isn't major. It's got 2 people on here that can help out. Shout out to my buddy Village Idiot, also Where Idiot on Twitch if you want to go check out his stuff. Hook me up with a friend rep so I could finish the last one. So we're just moving forward, and that's the best way for new players to get through the game and to continue to progress, right? Is to add friends, to go into the global chat if they need to. Up here and just say, hey, new player, add me. You know, like, new player, need reps, please add. You can be nicer about it, more rude about it, however you want to do it. You can just click on people and be like that's guild chat, but we would do that in global chat ideally, right? Where you can find players. You can just go and be like, yo, I want this guy, rip your dudes. Send a friend request. Chances are this guy's not going to accept that, but you do that quite a bit, and you fill up a list with some reps that are usable to help you through harder progression areas, you know, stages you're stuck on in the scenario on normal, epic, or legend to continue progressing. As we go through these missions, right, we're going to get stuck on ones later down the road that are like beat Steel Widow. We won't have the team to beat Steel Widow on level 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, so we'll just use a rep to do it. That's how we'll do it. But, so we finished stage 7. As you can see, we've gone through, we've done a couple more of these while we're waiting, but we're going to collect them live on stream. So we'll grab the Vampiric gear right now. We're going to toss the, you know, we haven't really pulled a whole lot. We'll see what we can summon, and we'll do that, and then we'll determine who we're going to put it on. Most likely just Crude the Blue Scan Berserker. We'll grab some more of this gear. Just 1 chest piece. Not bad stats for early game. Grab some training Fuzzle Puff. Just more resources to help us progress through the game, guys. You know? 3-star, be fodder. That's fine. You can farm those guys in board 1. 30,000 gold. And next up, the next thing we're going to work on before we continue to push through the epic stages are these. So we're going to go and we're going to see what the highest level of the Elder Drake we can do is and beat it 5 times. And we're going to send a gift to the guild tomorrow, you know? We're just going to keep moving through this, and as we go through it, it's going to have us going through the scenario on Epic, continuing to get rewards. So we're just going to keep moving through that, guys. So we've got a little bit of energy, so we can start working on that. We've unlocked a few things in the shop. I don't think the black market has refreshed yet. We just checked it out. We've unlocked a few things. We could start spending some gold and buying these mojo skill ups. Probably not a bad idea, but we can get 1-star Gremlin Shamans, I believe, from common discs. That we can, or just 2 stars from them anyways, that we can use to level them up. Not worth our gold this early in the game. So we'll leave the shop where it's at. Let's see what we can do for summons, and then we'll start gearing some stuff and seeing how high we can push and progress. I don't think we have it. We have 1 more, okay, and 2. So we've got 3 rare discs. We'll see if we can get something usable. Decide who we want to put this stuff on for, as far as our that new Vampiric gear goes. Manus, perfect, guys, awesome, awesome. Probably one of the most wanted Nat 3s from our rare discs right here. He's going to be a game changer. He's going to help us push through all content. That cooldown, the ongoing damage, the block buffs, and block beneficial effects debuff, right? And then mortal wounds, which prevents healing. So good. So he's huge for your count as a new player, especially a free-to-play player. He's going to do awesome things for you, helping progression-wise. So he's big. Fire Boon Sister, sweet. So she's probably the 2nd best Boon Sister in my opinion. Xenia is amazing, but this Boon Sister, Cassandra, can definitely take place of Xenia the Light Boon Sister anytime. So until we get Xenia, we're going to start leveling up her up and using her. She's got the same heal Xenia does, minus the cooldown reduction, and that's okay. She does an attack buff for your whole team. She doesn't a defense break, but it's on her 3rd skill instead of Xenia's auto attack, and she also has this strip. and she's got a knockup. So we can put her on Dazzling early game as we get those pieces. After, we'll probably start with just Vital because it's what we'll have. But 2 amazing units, you guys, that we are ready to start using. So that's going to help us push through Epic and Legend and start building teams. Those are 2... Couldn't have asked for 2 better pulls unless they were like Rhoda or 4 or 5 stars, honestly, you guys. Rhoda, the Nature Valkyrie. So we'll see what the third one is. Honestly, not going to put that Vampire set on either of those 2, though. Or the Shark. I know the Sharks are getting a lot of incoming buffs in the next update, but we're not going to probably worry too much about those for this account. I just don't know for sure. So let's hop over to inbox. We've got milestones from the event, you guys. Cool. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. So let's go ahead and, I mean, claim them all. Why not? We'll get that double XP in the process. We can summon another disc. Maybe we get Rhoda. That's kind of the goal right now. Is what we're really looking for. Then is just our Rhoda. The Nature Valk will do huge things for us. Ah, so close though. So close though, but that's okay. Alright. So Water Valkyrie, not quite what we wanted. That's cool. Hold off on those. We'll hop over to Champions, see what we can do as far as gear goes. But we'll probably just end up putting the vampire stuff on this guy for now and just pushing through with him, getting him some levels up, because he can be a farmer for sure, easy. So since we don't really have any better options for a farmer, you guys, Blue Scan Berserker, he'll do the trick. He'll do it just fine. Honestly, I think he does a little bit better job than the Spearman, even though the Spearman's leveled up. And will probably help me progress through some of the raids, like higher level raids, but I'll get there in no time once I start leveling up some more units like Manas and this Boon Sister. So for now, where is it? I believe it's this one. Attack speed. We don't really need too much. But we have, what do we have for Keen? Attack speed. Attack speed. Alright, we'll just throw it on here. It's good. Yep. We know it's going to cost gold to remove. That's okay. So, Keen. Attack. And then the rest of our vampire stuff. Ideally, we're going to level these. These are going to be the first gear pieces on our account that we level to plus 12. We'll probably start with just plus 6 or plus 9 on both of them. So that we can keep and save some gold to level up other gear for other units, so that he's not the only decently geared champion we have. But he's gonna be this is gonna be the first gear pieces we get in game, unless we get like a 5-star drop from like Elder Drake 5 the second we get into it. But these are probably gonna be the first ones we upgrade to plus 12. But for now, they're gonna make our Scan Berserker an awesome farmer. He's gonna be used as a DPS to help us progress through the rest of Epic. We'll get him 4-star as soon as we can, along with Manas and Cassandra, and we'll keep working with Mojo. But we're pretty much done using the Water Boon Sister and the Fire Mercenary, and I mean, short of the raids we do. Whoa, were we already at plus 9 with this bad boy? Okay. I mean, short of the raids we do, we're probably done with the Water Spearman as well, you guys. We utilize those champions the game gave us in the beginning to get through scenario 1 through board 1 through 7 of scenario on normal. We also recruited the assistance of, Mojo, the Nature Grublin Shaman. We ascended him on Nature Day, and those 4 of those plus a couple other, a couple friend reps for probably 5 or 6 stages is all I needed the friend reps for, you guys. And we got through it, and now we have this. We can efficiently experience grind with this. We have a couple champions we wanted. Not everyone's going to get those right away. In the event that you don't pull Manas or Rhoda or Cassandra or Xenia from an LD or whatever, you're going to use that's going to help you progress in your game. If you don't pull them right away, that's okay. You can continue to use the champions that the game gives you that you got through the beginning first 7 boards with on normal. That's okay. Keep working on it until you get more discs from continuing to press the game and do these missions where we got our discs from. And then you do pull the champions you want. That's totally fine. So we'll grab this one to +9 as well, since we have the gold for it right now, guys. We're in pretty good shape with that. We'll probably do like +6 on the other ones just because we don't want to take too long on that. We'll see about equipping the Monas and the Cassandra possibly. We might just take a gear off, whatever we have on the Celestine, however you want to pronounce it, the Water Boon sister. We might just take whatever gear we have on her off and put it right onto Cassandra and start leveling her. And I mean, the Water Boon sister's only 4-star. The Spearman's only 4-star. We can use him as fodder for a 5-star or for a 6-star down the road. I mean, the Water Boon sister, she's close enough to max level where we can finish her out and use her as 5-star fodder for a 6-star down the road, right? So even the champions we've used to get through the beginning of the game are going to have a purpose we'll be able to use as, you know, material resources in the future. So leveling them wasn't a bad thing now because they helped us get somewhere in the game, and they're going to help us get somewhere else in the game just in a different way by feeding them to another champion. That's totally fine. As long as we're always doing something that can help us in the future or in the present. You know, goal is just, as far as efficiency goes, don't level something you're never going to use again, but you're never going to use as fodder. Then it's just going to sit there and it was a waste of your time. And I've definitely done enough of that. On other games and in Dungeon Hunter Champions on my main account, I've got a handful of things that I don't know if I'll ever use again. But they're sitting up there, and I can't bring myself to use them as fodder. But I'm sure in time they'll get 6-starred, you guys. In time. They'll get geared, they'll get 6-starred. But the idea is to avoid doing that to make the best use of your time. So we're getting some okay rolls and substats. They're low rolls, but it's 4-star gear. That's fine. That's okay. It's still going to have the stats we need to push forward in the game and use them as a farmer and a damage dealer. So that's perfectly fine. We'll get the last one to +6 here. We'll do the rest of them off camera probably because we do have the gold for it. I think we'll +9 all of them and +12 the percentage ones. You know, the shoulders, the gauntlets, the pendant, or not the pendant, the bracers. Shoulders, gauntlets, and bracers are attack percents. And we'll start pushing forward more into those missions. Let's see which ones we can go do. We've got some energy now, so we can go check out, see how high we can push into dragons, maybe. Let's get some gear on Monas, because he's going to be critical as well. And honestly, which one did I just gear? This one, yeah, okay. I geared the one that I had already started leveling. Okay. We could train him real quick, because we have some of these. I think we have got one. Okay, okay. So we'll get our farmer up there just so he's not a level 1 and he can actually farm and do something beneficial for us. And then we'll use some of these that we've collected, you know, to do like the Monas and the Cassandra to help get them to 4-star a little bit quicker. Hit replay on the other one. But so she's not the one we've been leveling. She has some just 3- and 2-star gear, probably not too important. I think we have some 3-star vital gear lying around that we can use for her. Yeah, we'll strip something else probably, but we'll worry about these two off screen. We'll showcase whatever we put on them in the next video. For now, let's see what we can do for adventure. As far as epic goes, because we're at 1, we're not at 10. Ideally, where we want to use the Crude the Scam Berserker is right here in Scenario 3 on Board 2, on Epic and then on Legend, is where he's a really good farmer efficiently, as far as energy, time, experience goes. It's probably the best place to use him, especially early game. So we want to get through to that, but I don't know that we can get through to the rest of these first. So we'll give it a shot and see, because we haven't tried this in a while. So since we haven't really re-geared anything, we'll just use what we used to get through 7-11, which is this, and then we'll start using, as we get through those boards, we'll start farming experience. We'll go into Drake, we'll get experience on those new champions that we want to build, that we had the fortune of summoning today, the Monas and the Cassandra, and we'll start pushing into the Drake and those missions. But I do want to just see, I always want to be pushing this scenario, even if we're not quite at that, that level or that challenge yet in the achievements book. I still like to be on top of as far as I can, and then go back and run those all the way up to it, get the gold from them, the resources, see where I can use those resources to improve the account and the champions and the gear, the statistics, and then to continue pushing. Because if you've already beaten a scenario, for example, if I finish this right now, this Board 1 Scenario 11 on Epic, I'm not at the challenge to complete it on Epic yet. It's already completed in auto, and I just get my rewards. So there's no harm in continuing to progress further in the scenario mode. So I like to try and push that until I get stopped, and then go back and go through those books and keep getting rewards. And then at that point, I know, hey, I'm at a border. I need to farm gear. I need to farm experience and level things up. And I kind of use that as my wall, or my trigger to say, hey, it's time to go farm something else some more. Just go as far as you can in the scenario, and then like, all right, well, I'm not getting the job done. These champions aren't max leveled, so let's go level, farm experience. They're all max leveled, but they're still on 3-4-star gear. Like, okay, let's go farm some 4, 5-star, 6-star gear, or whatever, depending on what point in your progression you're at, if you're still in the scenarios. But ideally, by the time we finish Board 7, Stage 11 on Legend, and we get that Fire Monkey King, long before that, honestly, we should be at a point where we're at least farming Elder Drake 7 on repeat. Just replay, refill gems, replay. We should be at that point by that, before we finish that. If not further, possibly, guys. And we won't be able to tell till we get there. But that's the expectation. So, looks like we're running through this one okay. No issues yet, but the boss is always the part where you can tell in the scenario mission. So we'll try and see how this goes. Doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. Now we should be fine. We'll push through there. We'll start pushing through some more Epic then. We can look at our elixirs and see if we can... I don't think we farmed a whole ton of the water ones, unfortunately, even during the double XP, because we were farming stage 1 and 2 all week if we could have done them. Interesting AI. But, so we might not have enough water to ascend the Manas or fire to ascend the Cassandra, but we can certainly take a look and just see where we're at with that. Resume. Okay. Would love to get back to Baba Crook here. There we go. There we go. Alright. So, Board 1 on Epic is done. We can start pushing on to 2. And then we'll head back. Like I said, we'll farm some experience, or we'll start farming the highest level of Drake we can, because the next goal is to do those 5 levels. But if we can get into Board 2, Scenario 3, or Board 2, yeah. Board 2, Stage... Ooh, guys. Alright, Board 2, Stage 3. We can try and farm that on Epic right now with Crude, the Water Berserker. With that gear he has, I'm willing to bet he could farm it right now. But we won't know until we get there. We can go see how high on Drake we can push. I think the highest we did is 2. Yeah, so I doubt we'll be able to do 3. But we do have better, like, leveled up champions and gear. And then, especially once we start working on this Manas and that Cassandra, we'll really... And then we have more damage coming from our Crude, our farmer. Though the gear that he has, if we had put that on our Spearman, we'd be able to push through 3, even with the elemental disadvantage, because it's just Board 3. Not a problem. But since that gear is on that champion, even though he's a farmer, he's still going to be used as our damage dealer in the raids, the Elder Drake raids, the Bull raids, as we continue to push higher and higher and higher through them. But we'll give Drake a shot. We already did the summons. That's the fun part. And then we'll end the video. We'll work on some gear. We'll keep pushing through the boards, and we'll check in with you guys in a week or so on where the progression's at, or the next big milestone, I guess, like we did today with Board 7 Stage 11 finished, right? So we'll check it out. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure these won't be an issue. It's really the Drake that's going to be the questionable one, if that's going to work or not, or if these water units, the Spearman, the Water Boon Sister, if they're going to get one-shotted. That Fire Mercenary really has no point being in here, honestly. Our Scan Berserker is probably a better option at this time, even with the elemental disadvantage, just because of the gear advantage he has, but it's just a benchmark, right? We'll see where we're at. If we can beat this, we'll be able to beat 4 in a day, and then if we need to, we'll push 4 a couple times in a row, see if we can get some better gear for the rest of the people, maybe for Manus, because it didn't look like I had a whole ton of options for gear to put on Manus. But if I have to, I'll take the 2-star gear off of the Mercenary or the Boon Sister or whatever, just to get him and Cassandra geared. Because even having gear on him, early game, once you get a unit you want like that, is better than not having him using something else that's not as beneficial of a skill set or stat-wise. So just get him in there, start grinding away, even if I have to farm like Drake 2 or a scenario on normal with Cassandra and Manus included in there. I'll do it because it's going to gain all 3 of them XP at the same time to continue to progress them, and then I can start 4-starring them. Once I have my whole team as 4 stars, we'll start working on 5s. But it's really just picking out the specific units you want, 3 or 4 or 5 units, early game like this, and focusing the priority on them. So it's Crude, it's Mojo, it's going to be Manus, and it's going to be Cassandra, because we have her. And then we're going to want to find an immunity buffer. Obviously, Cassandra's not going to go into an Elder Drake 10 team, so she's just going to be a limited time use only as well. But she's good for now. She's a good limited time use. And she can be used in Still Widow, so we'll definitely have her at least 4-starred until, you know, we pull something that can be used in Elder Drake that we can prioritize, like Zircon with the immunity changes on him. Oh, that wasn't too bad at all. Zircon with the immunity changes coming in Update 2, so he continues to spam that. He'll be awesome for beginner ED10 teams again. We won't need to pull a Garai or an Ella for that immunity. We'll be able to use that 2-star boss. So we'll probably farm one of those guys in Stage 7 as well, if we don't get one from a common disc. And then look for Rhoda, really. Rhoda farms Enya. Not too hard. A little bit of work to do, but not too hard. But yeah, guys, that's it for Path to Progression, Episode 3. There's where we're at, just starting to push into the epic scenario difficulty and into some more of these missions, as you can see. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.